What's up, YouTube? It's Detroit John back with another episode of John Talks. Before we get into it, if you would consider subscribing, it makes a big impact on my channel. I'm at 228, trying to get to 1,000. And again, I would just really appreciate if you would consider hitting that subscribe button. When Tyrese Haliburton fell to the number 12 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings knew immediately what they had, and they pulled the trigger. I want to start this video with a survey that was given to GMs and executives around the NBA, asking them who they believe is the biggest steal of the NBA draft. They answered overwhelmingly. They gave 43% to Tyrese Haliburton. Second was Saddiq Bey with 11%. It shows you the confidence they really have in Tyrese, that he is the guy. He is the steal of the draft. He is the guy that is ultimately going to be the most accomplished, they believed, by the end of the year. And honestly, I agree with them, guys. And I agree that everybody from the 5th pick to the 11th, the Spurs, the Cavaliers, the Pistons, the Wizards, you name it, they should all really be thinking, why did we pass up on Tyrese Haliburton? We need to start looking at college players different that play 2-3 years and start valuing that experience rather than guys coming from overseas like Killian Hayes, because we see which ones are transferring. Now, of course, there's guys like Luka Doncic and stuff, but for every Luka Doncic, there's a Frank Ntilikina, there's a Killian Hayes. And I want to say this, he's a very efficient player, meaning he doesn't need to be a high usage or to have the ball in his hands at all times. He's really affecting the game in so many different ways that he's becoming really a weapon on both ends of the court, the defense and the offense. Now, his shot selection is just, it's impeccable for his age. His IQ and the movements that he's making, there's no wasted movements. There's no wasted passes. There's no wasted shots. It's all geared towards what is the best thing to do, what is the best option, and just what is best coming out of his mind. It really does look like a Sean Livingston mixed with Rip Hamilton, because he does have the ability to fly around the ball and shoot the ball kind of like a Rip. He does look like Rip in that way, but can also put the ball on the floor and start to handle and facilitate and play defense like a long Sean Livingston, and he looks like one out there. And so I think, honestly, it is totally possible that by the end of this season, he is the most accomplished rookie. But I do want to say this, guys, as far as Tyrese Haliburton winning the Rookie of the Year, because I think that's important. He is, right now 4 and 5, maybe 6, in that range with Saddiq Bey and Anthony Edwards. He's right up there with those guys competing for Rookie of the Year. And I really think the guy that he really needs to get past, if he wants to win it, will be Lamelo Ball. That's kind of, I guess, his competition ultimately, because they're both guards and they both have similar style. Now, look, assist-wise, I think Lamelo Ball wins that conversation, but because he's so elite. But Tyrese Haliburton does not turn over the ball. And if he can become a triple-double threat, and if he can really break the three-point record, because he's on pace right now, he's shooting 42% from 3. And I was told, if he keeps that, he would basically break the record. So if he can do that, if he can get the triple-double, if he can become a triple-double threat, rebounding the ball, getting assists, there's really not going to be, too many guys in that conversation with him that can do those things at his age. He doesn't turn 21 until February. So we're still talking about a guy who's under 21, his first year in the league. It's just like, this is such a blatant mistake by these people, passing up on this guy and falling to 12. But like Tyrese said, he's happy. This is a quote. He is happy that he fell to 12. And he thinks it's just the right place for him. And it honestly is, man. It honestly is. I would have liked to seen him in Detroit. I fought for Killian Hayes, but we all know what's happening with Killian Hayes and his injuries. I can't imagine having Tyrese Haliburton and Saddiq Bey on the same team. It would have just been crazy. So, guys, just to finish this off, I wanted to say, to win that Rookie of the Year, he's got to become that triple-double threat, and he's got to average over 10 points. We got to start at 10 points. When you got LaMelo Ball and James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards doing 12 to 13, that is the starting point. He is more than capable. Tyrese Haliburton can score 12 to 13 per game right now. He just needs more minutes. He's one of these other guys, kind of like Saddiq right now. He just needs more minutes to become really a focal point. He's only getting 21 minutes per game. He's averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I know those numbers aren't necessarily jumping off, the table, but it doesn't show the whole picture, because honestly, he's become an effect on the defensive end and the offensive end on both sides of the ball. And the stats necessarily don't show that. And so with the Rookie of the Year, of course, the big names, LaMelo Ball, it's going to be hard to really get past that. So he's got to really average, at least 10, shoot over 40% from 3, which he's doing right now. He's doing 42% right now, like I was saying. It's just ridiculous. But tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe.